There was a lovely moment in the event where we all went, ooh, and it was a great idea. It was an idea around boundaries. Now, boundaries, often we think of them as blocks and walls and things to protect ourselves, so we hide behind them. I don't know about you, but I don't think that's a very helpful way to look at boundaries. So what was suggested in the workshop was that boundaries are more about, well, actually, we can't communicate without boundaries. We need to know where our boundaries are and where the other person's are in order to be able to communicate with them in a healthy way. And that's true in the most delightfully peaceful relationship, but particularly true if it's a very conflict-ridden relationship or an abusive relationship. So the professionals who were doing that workshop, I just said, please can you come to Best Way to Start Over? And they kindly agreed. So we're going to have, with Marion Bevington and Ruth Driscoll, will be running a workshop on boundaries, which I personally am enormously looking forward to, because it really doesn't matter where you are in your life or what you're doing, there's always new things to learn that can make quite a profound difference. And whether it was people who were going through divorce, whether it was people who were professionals but had other things going on in their lives, maybe their children were just leaving home. We all have these major life shifts, these life crises, and we kind of manage them the best we can. But actually, there were 3 themes that came through. And I took those themes and I've created a specific event around them. The event is called Best Way to Start Over. Letting go. Often it's anger, fear. Oh, that's a massive one. So until you can loosen that up and let it go, you're not going to be able to think clearly. You're not really going to be able to grasp the future with excitement and hope, because it will drag you back down like an anchor and hold you back. And you don't need to soar off the chain. No, it's actually really good fun getting rid of anger and fear, because a lot of it is done through healing modalities and quite fun stuff. So you'll see that when you have a look at the event. So we'll have a work that will help us release and let go. It will include, as it's a retreat, of course, very relaxing things that are calming and massaging and delicious, but also more active things that are connecting us with nature. Communication. Communicating with our children, communicating with our ex, communicating with our spouse, communicating with our employer, communicating with ourselves. Where do we learn the skills for that? I didn't learn them in school. I certainly didn't learn them from my parents, bless them. And I've picked up a few things along the way, but I'm always keen to learn more, because the more skills you learn in communication, the more it revolutionises your life for the better. So I've invited some experts in communication, whether it's with children, with exes, with anyone in our lives, because luckily the skills that we learn are very versatile in how we apply them. The most important thing, of course, is where is it? Well, it's in a beautiful venue that I've discovered in my own village in Forest Row, East Sussex. So it's very easy to get to from London, Brighton. We've got a train 10 minutes up the road straight from Victoria. No helicopter pad, so you won't have any trouble getting there. It's got a fantastic atmosphere and resonance to it, and it's an ideal place to gather. We stay overnight there. They use real French linen on the beds. It's just the most delightful place, and the food is cooked. Have it cooked in the house with our own nutritionist, who's a brilliant caterer, makes delicious, really healthy food. We have a chat, because I need to make sure that it's right for you. You may be someone who's perhaps going through quite a traumatic time, and it might be that there's other events or resources that will be better for you. More likely, if you're in a place of, I kind of feel like I've got over the biggest hump, I'm just not sure about where I'm going next. then this event will be ideal. It's also very, very useful for professionals who work in coaching, counselling. You will also realise how vitally important it is to keep up your own experiential training and to connect with other professionals and learn from them. So though I run these events, I also very much participate as well as an attendee, because I'm learning all the time and I want to be able to experience the gifts of the people that I bring together. So if you're in a juncture of your life where you value professional development, where you value personal development, where you know that although you've learned a lot about communication and about boundaries and about letting go, that we never stop learning. And it would be wonderful to spend 2 days just immersing yourself in doing a workshop that's not about running away. Sometimes retreats are about, and quite validly so, about just getting away from it all. And that's great. That's not what this one is. This one is to give you a chance to let go and relax. It's certainly a retreat and it's a very beautiful place, a beautiful environment. But it's really to stimulate you and help you learn and grow and evolve. If you're coming from a spiritual aspect, it will definitely help raise your vibrations. If you're coming from a more pragmatic point of view, you will just be much less stressed and you'll have some extra techniques on how to stay peaceful and calm through what might be challenging situations in your life. And we have some real practical skills, not just in the well-being side, but even financial. Yeah, this is a very useful retreat, as you'll see when you have a look at the information. And I look forward to welcoming you there. As I said, you can register for free to get more information. We'll have a chat and we'll make sure that it's right for you and see what level of participation you want. You might just want to come as an attendee. You might want in the future potentially to run a workshop there. So let's have a talk. My name's Susie Miller and I'm sharing with you an invitation to find out more about the best way to start over retreats in Forest Row.